Okay, check it. Now, I want to revisit one of my childhood games growing up as a kid, and it is personally one of my favorite games that holds a special place in my heart, and that is Sly Cooper 2 Band of Thieves. Now, out of all the Sly Cooper games I played growing up, this one is by far my favorite game of all time. And today we're going to cover one of the stories which is personally my favorite, and that is Bentley saving his gang from the spider prison queen Contessa in episode 4 and 5. So enough with the chit chat, let's get down to business. So it all starts off with Bentley doing his research on where Sly and Murray might be held hostage at, and they are at the Towers of Prague, and we get a little backstory on how Contessa became the prison warden. She was a criminal psychology student and she married a rich aristocrat, but sadly that marriage lasted longer than Jack Doherty's streaming career because the general got poisoned and ultimately died, and she used her education, decided to build a criminal rehabilitation center where she uses her hypnotherapy, and because of her excellent performance that made her captain within Interpol.
Damn!
So in order for Bentley to free his boys and escape the prison, he heads over to a location where Contessa is doing her rounds, making sure nobody escaped the prison, just like Diddy putting baby oil on his glazers at the Diddy parties, and Bentley finds out that the feathers of his sleep darts vibrate near sounds, and he shot some of Aisha Curry's horrible dishes, and this is where she revealed that Interpol sends criminals her way, hypnotized them, and revealed to her on where they hidden their fortune. She also planned to brainwash Murray and make him reveal where he keeps his assets. Now, I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. She is pretty much disobeying law enforcement, just like how every entitled Karen causes problems when things don't go their way. So after hearing Contessa's plans to hypnotize his friends, Bentley decided to hack the computers to make the train go faster in order for my guy Sly Cooper to escape. He successfully hacked the train and the train flew into the center, but job's not finished. Bentley used his RC chopper to drop some sexy red bombs at the shadow guards and wipe them off the map, and just like that, Sly Cooper is now a free man.
Come on, man! That's too easy!
Before we continue on, I only have one simple question. When Sly was in the hole, right, why didn't the guards took his cane away from him? Like, I'm being suspicious right now. Like, if you're in jail or prison and they put you in the hole for getting into a fight with an inmate, you're not supposed to have anything on you. Like my dog, you could have escaped it with no hesitation, and I was thinking in my head like, these.
Really, nigga?
But anyways, Sly Cooper managed to escape, and they came up with a game plan to break Murray out of his cell by having him get into solitary confinement and away from the other inmates. Sly will need to get a sample of Contessa's encryption algorithm, pickpocket from Contessa, and deactivate her giant robot inside the center.
Fight work, no reaction.
So Sly crawls through the pipe and heads over to Murray's cell and tells him, if you could get into a fight and get yourself into solitary confinement, Bentley and I will take care of the rest to get you out of there. And man, Murray on the other hand, he took that advice very personally and started to put belt to ass on the guards, and because of that, he got sent into solitary confinement to be with Diddy at his Diddy parties.
Say that again?
So next up on their list is for Sly to take down Contessa's giant robot by breaking the ground circuit, and he destroys it with no hesitation at all.
Tic-tac-toe in your face!
Then he had to pickpocket the guards to set off the alarm and snap a picture of the code and send it to Bentley to break her algorithm. So he pickpockets all the keys from the guards, snap pick all the codes, and headed to his next mission. And I gotta say this right now, smashing the green bottles while doing any kind of mission, depending on who you play, is straight up fun, bro. Man, such a damn classic.
I ain't playing, I'm telling the truth. Ooh wee, look what that money make a bitch do.
But anywho,
Bentley placed some bombs at the bridge, just like how Rod Wave caused world destruction, while Sly put belt to ass on the guards while staying still as a statue to sneak attack the bodyguards and destroyed the bridge, just like how Blueface get into drama with his baby mamas. Another example, fellas, on why you gotta have protection.
You know, black people.
no!
Next up, Sly proceeds to steal the keys and tank book from Contessa, just like how 21 Savage tried to rob Aiden Ross out of his money on stream, and Bentley hijacks a tank while Sly crawls underneath the tank, and they head over to Murray's cell where he starts twitching like how everyone be drinking at Starbucks. I don't know why that is still around in today's world of society.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
And they end up realizing that the hypno boxes are the reason Murray's tweaking out like a homeless person asking for crack, or pretty much asks for some of that Bill Cosby secret stuff. So to free Murray out of solitary confinement and the hypnotizing, Sly and Bentley activated the hypno boxes, causing Murray to be an out of control running machine like he the Roadrunner from Looney Tunes.
Relax, dude. Take it easy, man. Cool your beans, bro.
So Murray breaks out of confinement and Sly uses Murray to split blitz and destroy the hypno boxes, and Murray was thinking in his head like, so after all the carnage, Murray has finally got out of his mind control and the gang is back together, and I was geeked out in my mind like these.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
So Contessa pulls up and sees the gang together, but she managed to escape. But job's not finished. Murray lifted up the bars to chase after her, so they catch up to Contessa, and Murray was thinking in his head like, "You lousy, ungrateful, eight-legged bitch!" And Contessa was like, "We had a lot of fun during our sessions, Murray." And Murray told her, "The only thing you getting out of me, you old bitch, is an old school ass whooping from us." So they start chasing after her, and she drops some of her Island Boy emo spiders to stop them in their tracks. And she was like,
"Little motherfucker gonna try to rob me. Well, I'm gonna show you how we do it up here in Pinkies, nigga."
so Murray and the gang squad wipe the spiders with no hesitation, and they catch up to her, and she managed to escape from the blimp. And Sly told Murray, "Don't worry, twin. With the gang back together, she stands no chance in hell against us." So the gang got back together, start cracking up jokes, and started camping until they get back to business. And I don't care what anyone says, these three are the coldest niggas, and personally, my favorite trio in video game history, hands down.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
So while they were having a good time together, the fun and games were about to get even more crazier and dangerous than it already is. Because now that they are back together as a family like they in Fast and Furious, it's time for some payback after all the trauma that they suffered, let alone.
Here we go.
So later on, after escaping prison, we fast forward to the next episode called The Tangle's Web, where the gang located Contessa hiding in her estate castle, and this is where they revealed that she was unfortunately a secret member of the Claw Gang, also being a secret agent to Interpol, but we already know that, and also has possession of the Clockwork Eyes to the point that they stop opponents in their tracks and hypnotize them to do the other person's bidding, and to make it even 10 times worse than it already is. Constable Neela brought an army of mercenaries because the boys are in a no-lose situation right here, because if they don't get the Clockwork Guys on time, it's about to be another version of World War III. So later on, Sly takes some pictures on how to turn Neela and Contessa against each other and take the Clockwork Eyes and head over to the Re-Education Center, otherwise known as Floyd Mayweather's allergy to reading books. And what's inside there, you may ask? Yeah, Contessa has Carmelita Fox strapped down in the table like she was trying to get freaky on Valentine's Day. Another reason why I hate that day so fucking damn much. And how did Carmelita get in this situation and got caught exactly? Yeah, long story short, Neela set her up because she knew too much about the Claw Gang, and that's how she got in custody alongside with Sly and Murray back in episode 3.
You see that? That's a stupid bitch.
You need to leave!
And boy, man, oh man, Carmelita Fox, woo-wee! Nah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Playing this game as a kid, she was by far one of my favorite video game crushes playing this game alone. Like, just look at her, bro. Like, the body, the gun, like, look at it!
Oh my god! Wow!
Like, goddamn, bro, this is gonna have to stop all the laws of physics as we know it for me to eat that booty like a cheesecake.
What did he say?
Alright, bro, let me stop.
Yeah, that brother's starving. This nigga's crazy.
So later on, after gathering the pictures, Bentley tells Sly to smash the coffin of the evil wolf priestess. Like, buddy, you are literally trying to bring the spirits back from the dead to spin the block. If anything, tell the evil spirits to take Jack Doherty with them so he could go to an Elvis Presley or Michael Jackson meet and greet. But anyways, he takes the pictures of the ghost and placed the lantern on Neela's chimney and forced her out of her headquarters, and she was like, alright, that egg-legged bitch wants a war? Well, she's gotten one now. So now it's Murray's turn. He kidnapped the general like anime yandere girls go insane over their lover boys. So cut over to Sly getting the wiretap and voice modulator and placed it underneath Neela's headquarters, and Bentley managed it to broadcast it from the safe house.
Jesus Christ.
So later on, after Bentley hijacked Neela's headquarters, Murray hijacks a tank using all of that queso weight to take out Constable Neela's tanks. Meanwhile, Bentley captures the battery pack and hijacked all the laptops successfully, changed his voice to act like Neela, telling the tanks to charge at Contessa's castle, and Sly and Bentley head over to the blimp where they put belt to ass on some guards and arrived at the re-education center. And Contessa was shaking in her boots, terrified that Neela's army invaded her castle, so she sent her guards to defend the castle while she's working on hypnotizing Carmelita. And Carmelita was like, let me out of here and I'll just your disgusting face. And Sly Cooper was like, alright brother, the guards are out of the picture. You ready to free my soon-to-be future wife? While Bentley hijacked the terminal like he playing Pac-Man at them gaming arcades. Man, those were fun back in the day and before social media came into the picture. And just like that, after Bentley successfully hijacked the terminal, Carmelita is now set free with her gun in her possession, and she told Contessa, okay bestie, hands up where I can see them, bitch. So she chases after her, and Carmelita was like, come back here, you beast. And Sly, being the absolute simp that he is, said this right here.
That Carmelita, always trying to resolve her problems with a shock pistol.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Sly Cooper, my guy, my dog. Stop acting all calm, cool, and collected. I know in your raccoon ass mind you wanna get up in them fox cheeks, don't you, Bumbaclot?
Yes! Yes! Come to Papa!
Yeah, boy. So after causing a massive destruction, Bentley got one of the Clockwork Eyes and asked Sly where's the other one. Surprise, surprise, Lizzo didn't eat it this time. Constable Neela got the other eye, and she says, thanks for the eye, bye bye losers. And Sly told Bentley, head back to the blimp, twin, I'm going after Neela in the eye. So Sly chased after Neela around the area, whipping things to prevent Sly from taking the Clockwork Eye from her. And for about a good 10 to 20 minutes later, after all that running and chasing, Neela gets trapped into a spiderweb just like Rashawn Walk trying to become a professional boxer because her music career went in shambles. And Sly was like, you should really watch where you're going, sis, cause you suck badly. And with that, Sly finally captured the Clockwork Eye, and Neela was stinging in her head like, give me back the eye, it's mine. And she gets thrown to where Nick Cannon's music career is at right now, down the drain and raising multiple kids. But my dog Sly can't catch a break for like 2 seconds. The weekend I ain't talking to you, because Contessa is up chilling in the rooftop like she a female version of Batman. Only difference is she ain't got no human legs. And Contessa was like, you are a disgrace carrying your father's legacy playing dress up, and now I'm gonna take that Clockwork Eye from your cold, dead hands. But right before they get to boxing, Bentley heads back to the blimp with the Clockwork Eye, gets on the double cannon weaponry, and destroys all the airplanes, because this right here is a crazy war zone happening right now, no Call of Duty. He wiped out all the planes out of the skies, just like Lil Pump dropping any banger songs. Nobody wants to listen to that garbage. But the blimp got shot thanks to Carmelita for chasing after Contessa, and Bentley somehow survived for some reason, and Bentley was thinking in his head like, oh shit, I was about to die. So now begins round 1. Sly and Contessa get to boxing, and while they're boxing, Carmelita caught Bentley with the Clockwork Eye. She was like, hands up, turtle, you're going to jail. And Bentley was thinking in his head like, oh man, the guys are so gonna kill me for this. So after about a good 5 minutes of them scuffling it out, Sly knocked out Contessa and they started chatting, and Sly told her, you really gave up your education just to turn evil for this? That's really embarrassing, even for you. But me, on the other hand, I was thinking like,
We do not care.
but my goat Sly was caught lacking in 4K as Contessa sneak attacked bro, giving him the backhand fist and tells him, you really let your guard down just like Son Goku. Thanks for the eye though, ta-ta! And she captured the clockwork eye and escapes with it. But Sly chased after her, and me seeing that crap, I was thinking in my head, straight.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
So while Sly chased after her and reruns the fade with Contessa, Carmelita gets on a tank and managed to escape with the clockwork eye, but Murray, on the other hand, he was not gonna let that happen and had murder on his mind. Murray gets back on his tank, chased after her, and shot up Carmelita's tank and recaptures the clockwork eye and saves Bentley. And Sly catches up to Contessa and he was like, there's no more running, hand over the eye right now or catch this ass whooping. And Contessa was like, you are no match for me, young kid, get ready to join your daddy in the afterlife. And Sly was thinking in his head like,
there's no way out of this one. You're done.
So now the final boss round is about to commence, and Sly had the advantage on Contessa, blocking and weaving her attacks and putting BTA on her. And then look at this, bro. Contessa uses her hypnotic power, making him look dizzy like he hitting the little Uzi shuffle, and Sly snapped out of the hypnosis and he was like,
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
And Sly has had enough of the disrespect and went full demon mode and channeled his inner Chris Breezy straight.
You know you done fucked up, right?
He charged up his cane and finally finishes her off with a two-piece combo like an NFL player going after fine-ass attractive cheerleaders and knocked her off her ass like Rebecca Black's Friday song. Who in the hell want to listen to that dog shit? And Contessa was laid out and she told Sly, you got an outstanding mind, Cooper. I underestimated you. You really are like your father. And after all that, Sly finally managed to recapture the clockwork eye and ended Contessa's reign of destruction. And I gotta say this right now, bro. The pose that they make with the book in the background while they finish their missions with the signatures on it too, that's a straight 10 out of 10, bro. I am D-riding with no damn shame, got me tweaking out like SpongeBob like these. And I'm gonna say this right now, and I don't give a damn what nobody says, this game will forever be one of my nostalgia video games of all time, and this game will forever have a special place in my heart. And if y'all haven't played this game or never even heard of it, I highly recommend it for y'all to check it out for yourselves. Have a go at it, you'll thank me later. And after revisiting my childhood game for the sake of this video, I'm definitely gonna play this game again because the child within me is starting to kick in on me a little bit, because the people who made this game for us back in the day, y'all are the real heroes for making this nostalgia of a video game, and y'all deserve a huge pay raise for that. Absolute cinema. So after all the craziness that transpired in this arc, let alone the last two episodes, Sly Cooper and the gang finally captured the Clockwork Eyes after all the missions that they've endured. Contessa finally got arrested for the crime she committed and being a secret member of Interpol. Constable Neela, on the other hand, got promoted to captain for saving Prague, and Carmelita was pissed off that her rival got captain instead of her. It's the equivalent of Blueface and Nick Cannon on having the competition on who has the most kids from their baby mamas.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
But anyways, she and Sly's crew escaped 12 to prevent themselves from getting arrested. Sly and Carmelita, they really make a cute couple, bro. Despite the history that they have with each other, she was on his ass just like how Joey Spencer was trying to shoot her shot at Duke Dennis.
I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
No wonder why her career is in the mud hole that it's already in, alongside with Nina Lynn. If you know, you know. But anyways, Sly thanks Carmelita and she dips out like those college kids who play ding dong ditch on campus or at other people's houses, and the boys went in disguise and skipped town because they didn't want to get caught in 4K just like the fall off of Soulja Boy. He hasn't recovered his career since.
Who the fuck is that guy?
But hey, like they say,
I think we ain't doing it.
Definitely concerns me a little bit, you know what I mean? But, you know, I packed that thing too, so you come around this way, you will get caught.
So the boys, they head out of town to focus on their next mission to find more information on the clockwork parts, and their next target is none other than John Bijan. And man, I said it before and I'll say it again, greatest video game of all time, and I guess I'm gonna have to explain it to y'all how this turns out, don't I? Let me know if you want to see what happens next on their journey. So that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it to the end. Let me know if you want to see more video game content down the line, and I'm gonna throw down the challenge for y'all real quick. If you could get this video to 100 likes, I'll cover the next episode. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, gonna start streaming over there, and drop some video recommendations that you want to see in the comment section. And just like that, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Stay frosty, check on your loved ones, and never take life for granted, and always be yourself. And just like that, I'm gone. Peace.